Hey guys, this is Sarah, and today I want to talk to you guys about prioritizing happiness. What this is like, how to do it, and all that. I want to tell you everything that I know and everything that I've experienced so far. Alright, so on the one hand, prioritizing happiness is so easy. It's so easy. You're taking what you want, happiness, and directly going to that aim, to that goal. You're going straight there. You're saying, I want to be happy, so I'm going to prioritize this and immediately do everything that will make me happy. That sounds easy, right? Easy peasy. um, but on the other hand, this is probably the hardest thing you could ever do. And here's why. When you're not used to being completely in the state of bliss all the time, your body doesn't want to get out of the habit that it's in of not being in the state that you want it to be in. So even though you want to be happy, you're gonna do all these indirect things to get there. I'm gonna get this, which is gonna get me this, which is gonna get me this, which will make me happy, right? And oftentimes you mess up and you don't get what you want, but your body is used to following that process. You've set the habits in place and it's hard to break them. And so you find yourself stuck. It's hard to actually get what you want because that requires you to change your system of how you get there. And that's hard. Most people don't want to change. I'm sure we're all aware of that. Um, so that's why it's going straight to happiness and making that your number one goal is probably the easiest thing you could do. Like, all right, straightforward path, just got to do it. But at the same time, we're human beings, and that's hard. We don't want to change. So this is the dilemma. This is it, and yeah, it's a tough road to follow. Very straightforward, but tough. And I consider it worth it. And if you do too, I would like to help you more effectively achieve your goal of happiness. Um, so let's talk about it. First thing I'd like to talk about is saying how, how do I say this? Um, how crucial it is for you to actually prioritize happiness. And a lot of times you might say that you are, and you might think that you are, but there's something getting in the way. Let's say I want to be happy, but I believe this about myself. Or I have the habit of doing this, which is detrimental to my health and psychological health. Or I enjoy doing this, but I realize that there's some negative consequences. I think it makes me happy, but not really. We might want to prioritize happiness, but in reality, there's beliefs, there's expectations, there's relationships, and there's habits that we're actually prioritizing instead. If we're not willing to get rid of them, even though they're getting in the way of happiness, we're prioritizing them. We're putting them above happiness. And if you commit to happiness, you're saying that every time you realize that you're doing this, you're going to stop, you're going to reassess what you're doing, and you're going to choose happiness instead. And a lot of times you're going to mess up. You know what? Committing to happiness is a lot like committing to be an excellent athlete, to being the best athlete, or whatever, any path of mastery. What happens is you say, I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to say that I am going to work every day at making myself the kind of person I want to be and achieve my end goal. That's what athletes do. They train every single day to make themselves more and more prepared to be the best, to achieve their goal. And that's what happiness takes. It's like a skill that you develop over time. So you might want to say, let me just go right there now. Let me just achieve my goal and be there forever. That's what prioritizing happiness is like, right? No, it's not quite like that. It takes a lot longer than you would expect, and you hit a lot more road bumps than you would ever expect. Uh, and I don't know about you, but I consider this path very, very, very worth it, very fulfilling. And I would encourage any and all of you to do the same. So, yeah, until next time, see you guys later.